words. All right, as you see, we've got a play going on here, so a little bit different. But what a wonderful audience we've got here today. So, we're going to have 63 me projects this year, but only one person gets to go first. And she gets it over with before any of the rest of you. So, I sort of remember Charlotte from last year, actually. I remember that they kind of had a problem at Student Life Committee, like who's going to open up the meeting, who's going to talk, who's going to project. And then I hear this booming voice come, "Hello, welcome to Student Life, wonderful morning meeting." But who is that kid? You know, don't worry, you'll get her for your advising next year. And sure enough, first day of school, in she comes bounding in and says, "Hey, good morning, good to see you." And she's been like that every day since. So I appreciate all the optimism and cheerfulness and sunshine that Charlotte brings with her every day. And I'm just going to go and let her get started. Our first me project of 2020.
My quote for today is, "When you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears," said by Anthony Robbins. I can relate to this in two ways. Whenever I'm afraid or nervous about an upcoming test, performance, or anything else, I always think about my family and friends, and they would always support me. Thinking about the people I love always motivates me to do whatever scary thing. Anytime I'm at my best, laughing with friends, or performing on stage, I make sure to remember that right now, I am truly happy. This is what happiness feels like. Now I have so many of these simply amazing moments that I'm overwhelmed by all the love and gratitude I feel for everything in my life. I've grown so much in middle school, and I've really started to appreciate the smaller things, and I've definitely learned to be more grateful. I want to start off my speech with my favorite people, hobby, and after-school activity. You might be wondering how this can be people and an activity. Well, acting against cancer has quickly become all these things. AAC has given me my best friends who are almost like a family and passion that will never fade. I love the exhilarating feeling of singing my heart out on stage and seeing the proud smiles on everyone's faces after we rock a hard choreo number. These musicals have shaped me to be the person I am today, and I wouldn't be the same if I hadn't joined this amazing program 5 years ago. In my first play in middle school, I was Sally in our production of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. This was our first play that wasn't cut down or a junior show. Right before Tech Week, we got fitted for our costumes. Clara and I had custom fitted dresses. We got to try them on and perform them the next week. In that pink polka dotted dress, I really became my character, and I performed that first time in costume better than I had in any other rehearsal. I especially loved seeing Clara and Abby on stage with me in their costumes, and I tried not to laugh when Clara came running on screaming and I fell out of my back bend. So thank you to this wonderful company for making so many people's lives better and teaching me everything I know about happiness and musical theater. Acting against cancer definitely has my heart. Now I'm on to sewing. Sewing is one of my favorite hobbies. It has taught me about perseverance and charity. I love the sound of the machine and how relaxing hand sewing can be while you watch TV or play a game. A couple of months ago, I decided to start a new sewing project to raise money for acting against cancer. This project was really fun to complete, and I had to learn some new skills to do so. I machined and hand-sewed scrunchies to sell at the 6 productions of Frozen. While making these scrunchies with my family, we bonded and helped each other along the way. I remember my mom was always having trouble with the knots, and I would laugh and help her. We had a couple of issues here and there, but in the end, it had an amazing outcome, and we raised almost $300 in profit. It was amazing to set up my scrunchies and see how impressed everyone was with my work. I'm so proud of all my work, and I'm so glad that I did this project. I learned more about hand sewing and being grateful for my family and friends. The two topics in school that have influenced me the most are Spanish and science. I've always been very fond of these two, but in middle school, my passion for them grew. I've always loved learning the language of Spanish, and the classes have been fun. But this year, however, being in Senor Nieto's class has been amazing. We do fun Spanish activities. Our novel is actually pretty interesting, and I always love to dominate at Kahoot. My favorite project in this class was the cooking project. I loved incorporating Spanish culture and the Spanish language into one. My mom and I had so much fun making chicken tacos. I had to do a lot of takes for the video that I made as part of this project. It was hard to speak perfect Spanish and cook at the same time. This has taught me a lot about real life, because you typically sit in the classroom and practice speaking, but in reality you have to be able to do other things while talking. I'm a lot more proficient in Spanish than I was in 6th grade. I have learned 3 more tenses, and I know a lot more vocabulary words. In science in lower school, I loved interactive activities, but not really the subject and information. In middle school, the topics were a lot more interesting and definitely a lot harder. I started to appreciate the subject and learn about science on my own time. I loved the Rube Goldberg project last year. It was awesome to have a small group working on the mechanics. We worked forever to get this little car to hit the board in the right spot. We persevered and eventually got it to be perfect. Over the years, my favorite topics have been biology, chemistry, astronomy, and quantum mechanics. This year it was interesting to learn about cells and look at them under the microscope. I also really look forward to doing experiments in chemistry, and I hope to take that class next year in high school. I've participated in Service Learning Club for all 3 years of middle school. This club has changed a lot over the years, but it has always been really enjoyable. In 6th grade, the club was run and taught by Ms. Bone. It was so rewarding to go help lower school teachers with organization and read to the little kids. They would always get so excited to see us. The second semester of 7th grade was when things really took a turn. Ms. Udelin started co-teaching with Ms. Bone, and we decided to start doing projects with our grade instead of helping the lower schoolers. My friends and I ended up creating an epic 3-part field trip to different charities, as you all can probably remember. We got great feedback, and I was so grateful to be helping lead that project. This year we've relaxed a little bit, and now we have Ms. Udelin as our main teacher. This semester we get to go help out at Gilda's Club across the street, and I love helping out with this amazing company. This club has taught me that the little things matter and that everyone can be compassionate. I also started to help teach the lower school acting against cancer program. I go there every Thursday to help with choreography, blocking, or music. It is awesome to see all these kids that I love going on stage and performing. They have grown so much as actors, singers, and dancers from the time I started working with them, and I'm so excited to see how they make me smile next. Another big part of my middle school time has been participating in the Student Life Committee. I really enjoyed planning lots of games, morning meetings, and making announcements. It was awesome to learn about some of the things that go into planning events. I've learned how to do more public speaking and have professional meetings as well. Planning field day last year was so much fun. We got to play before everyone else got there. We had a great time setting up, especially the blow-ups and water activities. In SLC, I can see how much work all the teachers at Collegiate do, and I am very grateful for this opportunity. Going to camp every year is one of the most exciting things to do. I love the travel experience, the friends I make, and the cabins. Camp has been a very big part of my life for around 7 years. Over the years, I've gone to Camp Humingo, Camp Greenstone, and Keystone Camp. I love all of these and have so many memories from each section. Like the time Abby, Audrey, Heckle, and I discovered wasps in our cabin and freaked out, to one time Abby and I jumped off the rock cocoon tree, having a paint fight with Abby, Alex, and both of our cabins, and me being forgotten in the bathroom while the whole camp went to sliding rock. And then riding up with the senior cabin and hearing all of their drama. I'm so grateful for all these amazing memories. My last topic is graphic design. I've recently started to do a lot of digital editing, online drawing, and photo editing. It has quickly become one of the things I really enjoy. When I get home from acting or school, I always sit by my desk and make edits of my pictures or other people's pictures. I can spend hours doing this without feeling a minute go by. It's so relaxing to draw on details, put on filters, distort watercolors, or anything else I feel like doing. It is also so rewarding to see the end product, and I feel very proud when I see my friends and family impressed by my work. I love making realistic drawings of pictures, making colorful backgrounds with silhouettes on top, creating customized Chrome themes, editing photos for Instagram, and distorting pictures of me and my friends so much that they aren't even recognizable. This is part of what I want to do when I'm older, and I especially look forward to taking graphic design in high school. Now I'm on to my dedications. First, I would like to dedicate this speech to my grandma, Mom's mom, Nani, or Marilyn, or whatever you want to call her. She has helped me through thick and thin, and I can always rely on her to bring me food, drive me anywhere, and run errands with me. She is so sweet, and I wouldn't be anywhere near who I am today without her by my side. My next dedication is to all of my advisors and advisories. So thank you, Ms. Stryker, Mr. Beasley, and Mr. Haas, and all of the individuals in my advisories over the years. I've had so much fun squeezing on the couch in Ms. Stryker's office, playing with Bobby the Donut and his family in 7th grade, and I can always look forward to relaxing with my friends in the Haas-Moss advisory. Mr. Haas has somehow always tolerated my friends and I taking pictures every day in his room. It really does have the best lighting. My final dedications are to Wynton Montgomery and Remy Sisk for teaching me how to perform for 5 years and being amazing people who I trust and that I can look up to. I'm so excited for everything that is to come with The Music Man and future productions. I am so grateful for all of these people, and I couldn't imagine my life without them.